Signing up for a gym takes 2 clicks. Canceling one has taken people 26 phone calls, a certified letter, a notarized document, an in-person visit to one specific employee who's only available Tuesdays between 2 and 4. And in some cases, dying wasn't enough. LA Fitness, 600 locations, 3.7 million members. And in August 2025, the FTC sued them. The charge? Making it, quote, virtually impossible for people to cancel. Here's how canceling worked. First, you had to find the cancellation form. It was hidden behind a login-only section of the website that wasn't linked from any public page. You couldn't Google it, you couldn't find it from the homepage. You had to already be logged in and know where to look. Then you had to print it out, on paper, in the year 2025. Then you had 2 options: mail it via certified letter, at your own expense, or deliver it in person to one specific employee, the operations manager, who was only available during limited weekday hours, at a gym that's open 19 hours a day. One Reddit user documented the whole thing, did an entire AMA about it. 26 phone calls over 26 days. Every single call, the same answer. Only the operations manager can process that, and he's at lunch. For 26 straight days. The man was apparently eating lunch for a month. Nobody else in the entire building could press the cancel button. Just this one guy, who was never there. Finally, call 27 to a completely different location, and someone canceled it in 2 minutes. But here's the part that made the FTC step in. Even when people did manage to cancel, staff were trained to delay and deflect. Phone cancellation? Denied. Email? Denied. And if you canceled your credit card to stop the charges, they found you anyway. Planet Fitness, the judgment-free zone, unless you're trying to leave. No phone cancellation, no online cancellation, no app, no email. Your 2 options: go to your home club in person, or send a certified letter through the mail. A certified letter costs $4 to $7 to cancel a $10 a month membership. During COVID, some locations went further. They required a notarized letter. So you had to find a notary during a pandemic, pay them, get the letter notarized, and mail it. For a gym, you couldn't even enter because the doors were locked. Judgment-free. Escape? Not so much. Oh, and there's the annual enhancement fee, $39 to $49, charged once a year on top of your monthly dues, buried in the contract. Non-refundable. You have to cancel at least 7 days before it hits, but most people don't even know it exists until they see the charge. Enhancement. Of what, exactly? The lawsuits piled up. A class action in New Jersey, a COVID billing lawsuit in Georgia, a member charged $19.99 while his gym was physically closed. Arizona's Attorney General flagged them for requiring in-person cancellation while every location was shut down. So people started canceling their credit cards. Problem solved, right? Visa and MasterCard run something called Account Updater. When you get a new card, your bank automatically shares the new number with companies that bill you. Gyms use this to keep charging cards that members had canceled. You cut up the card. They found the new one. And then there are the stories that stop being funny. A woman discovered her dead husband's credit card had been charged gym membership fees for 4 years after his death. 4 years. Nobody noticed because the charges were so small, they just blended into the statement. Planet Fitness billed the deceased member $200 a month. The family couldn't cancel because they didn't know which location she'd signed up at. They were in a different state. Planet Fitness has a dedicated FAQ section for canceling deceased members' accounts. That tells you everything you need to know about how often this happens. Then COVID hit, and the whole system was exposed. 24-Hour Fitness was sued for billing customers $120 million a month, while every gym was locked shut. They filed bankruptcy, closed 130 locations. New York Sports Club kept charging during shutdown, didn't freeze a single membership, required 45 days notice to cancel, and charged a cancellation processing fee. A fee to stop paying fees. Washington Sports Club, same story. DC's Attorney General sued after members were charged for June, July, and August, despite having confirmed cancellations during the shutdown. Easy to join, impossible to leave. Doors locked, still billing. Cards canceled, still billing. Members dead, still billing. Behind most of these gyms is a company you've never heard of, ABC Fitness Solutions. They process $9 billion in payments every year for 24,000 clubs in 90 countries. 707 complaints on the Better Business Bureau in 3 years. 73% about billing. And here's the beautiful part. You call the gym to dispute a charge. They say, "That's ABC's problem. Call them." So you call ABC. They say, "We just follow instructions from the gym. You need to talk to them." So you call the gym again. And around you go. Nobody's responsible. The charges continue. It's the world's most profitable game of hot potato. But here's what makes the whole thing work. 67% of gym members rarely or never go. Americans waste $1.8 billion a year on unused memberships. 77 million Americans have a gym membership right now, a record high, and the average cost is $69 a month. Gyms oversell capacity by up to 2,000%. They sign up far more people than could physically fit in the building. Every January, 12% of annual signups flood in. 80% of them quit within 5 months. Half of all new members quit within 6 months. The business model isn't fitness, it's forgetfulness. In October 2024, the FTC tried to fix this. They finalized the click-to-cancel rule. Simple idea. If you can sign up online, you should be able to cancel online. Cancellation has to be as easy as sign up. It was struck down by the 8th Circuit Court of Appeals in July 2025. The Health and Fitness Association, the gym industry's lobby, called it a victory for the fitness industry. A victory for the industry that charges dead people. The FTC restarted rulemaking from scratch in January 2026. They're still working on it. Meanwhile, the New York Attorney General forced Equinox and SoulCycle to pay $600,000 in penalties for the exact same thing, making memberships hard to cancel. $600,000 for a company where memberships cost $300 a month. That's a rounding error. A few states passed their own laws. New York, cancel by website, email, phone, mail, or in person. Illinois, phone, email, or website. California gives you a 5-day cooling off period. Most other states still allow in-person only, or certified mail. Good luck. Here's the pattern. 2 clicks to sign up, 26 calls to cancel, certified mail, notarized letters, surprise fees buried in fine print, auto renewals that outlast the person who signed them, cancellation windows you didn't know existed, notice periods designed so you'll miss them. And it's not just gyms. Your streaming subscriptions, your SaaS contracts, your vendor agreements, your insurance renewals. Every contract you've ever signed has clauses designed to keep you paying, and cancellation processes designed to make you give up. PactAlert reads your contracts and tracks every obligation, renewal dates, cancellation windows, hidden fees, notice periods, so nothing sneaks past you. Because if a $10 gym membership can trap 3.7 million people, imagine what's hiding in the contracts you've already signed.